makes it easier. Like, I'm not dying to be there. We can find a reason for Silas not to be there, and you can do it later. You know what I mean?
Well, this is a conversation with Amber and Varric, so people are gonna be around anyways.
Mm-hmm.
And she said you're okay to come.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to like figure out what there is to do at the party, so I could wrap it up. We've been here 7 sessions, and they've been fun and chaotic, but also
it's time to move on.
It's time to move. It's time to mosey out. We spent as much time at this party as like a good chunk of all the Twinsian shit. Right? So that's why I'm like, yeah, let's try to get out of here. But yeah, Fred, don't let us keep you. If you're tired, you're tired. Those always be the woods. Or we can just recap you.
Both of those are, in fact, options.
Indeed, indeed.
In that case, good night, guys.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.
So yeah, speaking of this conversation, yeah, Oriana, you would spot Amber, Silas, and Sajar. Don't worry about it. Heading over to you. Well, heading over to Varric, which is also you.
Sajar, don't worry about it.
Yeah, Sajar, don't worry about it.
His full name, Sajar Shamandrax. Don't worry about it.
Actually, not anymore.
Maybe I was about to say, it's like, hold on.
He did. Sajar Malash Taranin is his full name now.
Sharbalash Taranin. That's much easier to remember.
Honestly, the Zay Shamandrax Varian is like, it wasn't even the hard part. I was always having like a problem remembering like the middle bits. That was my hardest point. Because he says Shamandrax so like, well, I didn't say it, but like it's there so prevalently. It's easy to remember Zay Shamandrax Varian. But it's like the Merlash Taranin is like the thing that hung me up on it. Anyways, yeah, so they're walking over to you.
She won't make it, but she'll just be chatting with Varric about the cards and the future and shit. Which is also
Amber just walks.
She wants to look into, but oh well.
Amber just walks up. I need to talk with you. Oh? I don't suppose you arrived at a decision for sharing what you saw. I might. She says, looking from him to you, Oriana. We can go elsewhere and converse between the two of us. She just nods at that. They don't walk away like the entire length like she was just doing. They would just walk like 30 feet and just stand there. So, yeah.
Can I insight her to get the vibe? I know she said that I could come, but the inside of the vibe, whether or not I'm still invited.
Your own insight.
Or I just looked at Silas and just like nods, like go do this thing.
It's like, you're not Amber. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
28. Yeah, you're okay to walk over if you want.
Who would have guessed? It's just me.
I guess with that roll, alternatively. I'm kidding.
Alternatively.
Well, alternatively is the vibe. Is she going to be upset? Not upset, but
she won't care either way.
Seeing as she pulled away.
So Sajar goes there.
Says, come over.
See, Sajar goes there because Sajar isn't here, but he is here.
Hang out over here, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, Amber talks with... Wait a sec. Alec, you wanted to talk with Roger, didn't you?
I did.
We'll go to you first, then. We'll go to you. We're trying to keep round robin here.
Cool.
I ain't talking about the superhero. not that he's all that super. Robin.
Oh, okay.
Robin.
I thought Round Robin was the whole name. I was like, what the fuck?
It's kind of round.
No, that's just
kind of round.
That's just Tim Drake after getting to the donuts. Round robin. So, yeah, Alexander, you come back out from the bathroom having cleaned yourself of.
He didn't shower, but he washed.
Yeah, wiped herself down or whatever. Yeah, Delwood's out there with his like arms like crossed, leaning against the wall. And as you like come out, he immediately does from. He doesn't go to attention, but he's like halfway there.
Yeah, he needs to be ready in case I try to fucking whap him again. You seen Roger go around?
I think he was in the kitchen earlier, talking with Captain Rickard.
Alexander is probably rolling his sleeves up. He drapes his coat on his shoulders. Right. I have a quick question for him. By the way, good work out there.
I only wish I did more. Honestly, I was a bit caught out by all of that.
Well, for being surprised as you were, as we all were, I think we did pretty well. All things considered.
Agreed. I mean, Sajar's still here, and it doesn't look like... I guess he's a little bit tired, but I don't think he's any weaker for it. And he... I don't know, just... seems a little bit happier.
I wouldn't say that, but he considers himself more free, and that's always a good thing.
Agreed. Can't imagine.
Plus, now he's missing his scales, and I don't have to worry about the logistics of how a human can grow those. To be frank, I always caught myself staring at him whenever we were in conversation. Kind of gets a shiver down his spine.
Or the religion or medicine? Do religion. Okay, not bad, though. I'm sure it's some trait he picked up from his fell god. I mean, he might have scales, but that doesn't mean he's not Nevros.
Oh, for certain. You're not
Crossover.
here.
Just, yeah. We don't have to go the last like 10 steps. You get into the kitchen.
No, no, we have to. No.
Okay, fine. There.
Then he moves in there. And I move there.
And then I move there. Then I move there.
This is stupid. Alright, fine.
You pass by Ulysses.
Oh, hello. Hey.
Hi. Oh, that's great. I think at this point, Bor wouldn't be here yet, so here, just move for a second. Yeah, it'd be Rickard and Roderick.
Captain? We all look at Delvit.
Sirs? That's a pretty good response.
It was pretty good. Taught him well. Roderick, can I bother you for a spell?
Bother? No. He stands up. There's no bother at all.
I spoke to Blair earlier about something perhaps a bit delicate.
Oh, this ought to be good. Delicate. Can you elaborate?
Absolutely. As she tells it, you're a bit of a, shall we say, theologic blacksmith.
That is a fine way of putting it.
Weaponsmith, specifically?
Not just weapons, armor as well. The tools of war.
Well, I won't say war is brewing, but, well, it is possible. And so weapons of war are in, well, they are in high demand. Could I show you something? Something that requires your discretion?
Certainly. But I assure you, Captain Alexander, a war is already broken out. A war of light versus darkness. And in that we are allies.
I'm glad to hear you say that. And then I think, let's see, who's all in this room?
Some normies.
Some normies.
A special watch agent.
Special watch agent. Yeah, this is a fine. Yeah, you'll do it discreetly still, but you won't like go to the pantry or something for this. But
Okay.
He'll slightly open his pack and produce the lunar shard.
Roderick stares at it for a good amount of time as you brandish, well, not brandish, but like show it off a bit. He didn't say anything, and his expression changes. He had this sort of low rumble, sort of jovial nature about him just now. Now it's one of immense focus. In fairness, the man's cut from marble, so his expressions don't have that much variation from one another. But, you know, you've been around military people. A lot of them are sort of like that. So you can see that, I guess, some micro expressions, or I call them that. He definitely was intrigued. And he's not, like, angry or anything. He's not like Lord Eswaran, where it's like, where did you get this? Sort of like deeming you like a heretic or something like that. No. He's just outright intrigued. Interesting. Whereupon did you happen upon this? If that is able to be divulged.
A Vorticorn.
Interesting.
Indeed.
Might I lay hand upon it for a moment?
So long as I get it back.
I need not even take it from your possession. You open up a little bit, and then he like just taps his like 3 fingers together. Index, middle, ring. Touches it for about a moment. Very good. Let's go of it. Merely checking to see if it has some, if any, latent corruption. It is clean.
I'm unsurprised.
Perhaps later you can tell me the tale of what it is and where it came from. But for the time being, what is your request?
You say you deal in weapons of war. Holy and the like. Well, if this is a war between light and dark, this thing is certainly made of light.
I would agree.
Could you make a weapon of it?
I could. I might request a few channels to clear it through first. I don't imagine them to be a problem, not for Slayers. But once we go through said channels, I would be honored. He does like a very curt bow, honored to work on it.
The honor and pleasure would be all mine, of that I assure you.
There are a couple of points I would have to notify you of, though.
Go on.
It would require coin. I'm not particularly keen on saying that, but I will not embezzle funds from the Slayer Corps to fund any materials that is in relation to whatever this becomes.
Name your price. I don't think you're the type to rip me off.
I'd have to examine what work needs to be done. And in that regard, point number 2. Yeah, I understand you're seeking a tool, a weapon of war. But such weapons take vastly different shapes. Look, from Rickard to myself, we're both tools of war. What shape are you looking for this to take? That will change what is needed for its craft. Or crafts. From there I can tell you what tribute needs to be paid.
Now, for the moment of truth, is this for Alessander?
Are you asking, like, who you're
Out of
asking?
character.
Oh,
Like, did anyone else want to lay claim to this? Speak now, forever hold your
Hold your
peace.
peace.
Clarify what you mean.
Who get to own Moonlight Weapon?
Yeah, who wanted a cool moonlight weapon out of this?
It doesn't have to be a weapon, in fairness. It could also be armor or a gadget, quote unquote. But Roger wouldn't be as good in terms of gadgetry, but he'd definitely make it. It's just that the gadgetry would have to be another person, like an artificer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah,
I don't think
totally.
there's anything that I'd be able to use.
Thanks.
Hey?
What was that, Nina?
Oh, I
You
didn't know you couldn't hear me. Hold on.
Yeah, no, you
I
refreshed
said
fully.
I'm not sure there's anything like I wouldn't use any weapons made from it, probably. So I think it goes best to one of you guys.
The further refined it gets, the less power it has. I will also say that. Not necessarily in breaking it down, that's just literal logic by division. But this is really only something Garth will get, so actually no, there's no point in me saying that then. There is a magic item out there. It's called the Shard of Ends. It's literally Oblivion made manifest that it was a magic item in its rawest form.
Oh.
You could run it along a weapon to make it more deadly. And da-da-da-da-da. In that regard, nothing was made with this. No one used it to do anything because it was just that dangerous. That's just how powerful it was. That it could enchant weapons with its oblivion energy. He could do something like that. So the closer to its original form it is, the more powerful it is. It's just that it would need, like, as it is right now, it has no focus or capability, unlike the Shard of Ends.
Mm-hmm.
So that's also an option. What I'm saying is there's a lot of options without putting any input on the table.
Right. I don't know.
You could take it out of game as well. Like you could sit on it for a little bit.
I'll sit on it for a little bit.
Yeah, you guys can discuss like what it could be turned into and because I don't imagine it's a discuss. In fairness, like now everyone's here. And secondly, like I don't even know if the people that aren't here even want it. In fairness, so maybe we can't discuss it now. But that's not the point. The point is like just give transparency and visibility on it. So you could just tell Roderick an answer now, and we'll just retcon to whoever it is, or you could just tell him I don't know yet. Because again, he has to go through a couple of channels to confirm that he is like good to work on it. Maybe bring in other interested parties to work on it. So he has to go through that first. So it's not like he's taking it now and gonna go sniff it tomorrow morning. So,
right. So I guess one thing I will ask him now is if he would be able to, I guess, modify Imperator with it somehow.
Can I see Imperator first? Hold it.
Absolutely. He takes it out, holds it out to him, handle first.
He takes it, and he does seem to be quite used to holding guns from the way he holds it. He opens it up and checks the core of it, where the the chambers are. Interesting. We'll find craft.
Oh, stop.
He grabs it by not the barrel, but like where the barrel meets the chambers and presents it back to you. Again, he does seem rather experienced in holding firearms. I believe I would be able to. This is less a matter of gadgetry and more of an infusion.
He nods.
But I assure you, the entirety of the shard would not go into the gun. Unless you're looking to make considerable advancements for the weapon. He gestures at Imperator.
How do you mean?
The core you have at present is a very capable one, but it is not able to hold this much latent energy. It would shatter, burst. And then you would be without weapon for a good while, I imagine. Right. If you would be trying to utilize the entirety of this moonlight shard into Imperator, it would need to be bolstered to be able to hold that capacity. That or some additional apparatus would have to be made to hold it. Rickard elbows Delvin. You were working on something like that, weren't you, kid? Yeah, but I don't know if I want to wield the moonlight shard. I don't know if that's wise.
Why not?
I just don't think my gear will be able to handle it. And besides, I'd probably be better off with the rest of you. Give the kid a break, right? He's just figuring out that kit. No need to jump it up 20 octaves.
That's for damn certain.
Maybe Blair could use something like that. She might be handy in the craft. Certainly her previous and current form are versed, whether she realizes it or not, in such crafts. A union of divine magic and a blacksmith's body. Perhaps. Perhaps.
Well, regardless, seems like we have some time before this thing's actually made into anything useful. And so...
Indeed.
So we
Sleep
have
on
to
it.
figure out what we're going to make it into.
Indeed. Sleep on it, ponder it, consult others as you see fit. Let me know. I'll be in here in Duvros for a good while.
After the party, should I leave in your position?
He thinks for a moment. If that would be allowable by you, yes. I think the channels I need to clear through would like to see it themselves. Do not worry. No one will be taking any part of it. It will be returned to you in the same condition as you gave it.
Then I trust you at your word. Once people start clearing out, and once you start clearing out, come to me, I'll hand it over.
Nods.
And, thank you.
There's no need for thanks. You all have done right by us. And ours. It is only fair we do the same.
Gives him a nod. And with that, that conversation can wrap up.
Yeah. Blair walks in. Boom. Am I interrupting something? No. We're just talking about the moonlight shard we got in the cordon. Oh, that. What are you gonna do with it? The plan is to make something from it. I got that, Roderick. I meant, was it being turned into? Undecided as of yet.
Indeed,
Great.
I'm not entirely sure. We have a whole slew of things we can turn it into. Even if it's minor alterations, just enough to make something useful out of it, but not enough to change its original form. That's tempting. Then again, I wouldn't be opposed to somehow finding a way to shove it into Imperador.
She looks at the shard, like, that's, there, like, physically, like, kept on your side or whatever. And then she looks at the gun. She looks at Imperator. She just corks an eyebrow. I doubt that.
He has a very lopsided grin, and he says, never say never, but then again, maybe that's selfish of me to impose. Propose, not impose.
Putting the moonlight shard in Imperator. I don't know what that says. I don't know what that says, and I'm just gonna roll with it.
Probably something to do with pain. Since
I
you're
see. Nice.
No!
If you're free.
There we go.
Oh, what you got? What you got?
No, hold on, just go on. I have to find it.
If you're free, Blair, I would welcome your assistance on this, and I think it'll be a good learning opportunity for both of us. I have other things to make. That's fine. It will take time to ready this thing's construction and craft. We'll see. If I'm done making things, then sure. Excellent. Just as done. But yeah, Rickard and Roderick and Blair are just gonna hang out I think Blair's gonna ask a lot about what she was like. Stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. Switching gears.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I would ask, would Alexander hang around here, or what would we do?
I think he would actually.
Yeah, you can take a little sit. Take a little sit. What the fuck?
What the hell? We'll be back.
That's weird. Yeah, just hang out, talk shop.
Right there.
Yeah, talk about weapons.
I don't use those.
Yeah, I shoot beams of sunlight out of my hands. Anyways, but yeah, switch gears then, shall we? Also, Nina, what does it translate into?
It translates into, it's apparently Spanish by the looks of it, and Google Translate says it is going to hurt you, which makes sense. Je is you, it's close to you in French. Va is close to going, and douleur is close to pain in French, so makes sense.
Yeah, the romantic languages make sense. Mm-hmm. Okay, good to know. Basically means this is going to hurt you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Or it's going to hurt, or this hurts, that kind of thing.
I don't know if the hamster's thinking that. Anyways. Look at him! He's enjoying the banana.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's all good. He's probably eating, like, biting off more than he can chew literally, but, you know, what else? So, yeah. What's up?
Are you about to jump back to, like, this conversation down here?
Yep.
Is it too late to say something to try and jump in on that, or...?
No. What you got?
Nothing beyond just saying, like, I want in, but, like... I just feel like Amber's gonna be like, well, that sucks. Immediately.
Probably.
Think if I want to, but I don't know what to say.
I can't help you guys play your characters. So you guys tell me. So I'm probably changing music. Let me kill the bot. Oh, bonk. Let's see what to play. What is this one? I think this one's way too hard. Okay, that was way too hard.
No, just put on a fucking banger. It's okay.
No. No. No.